Hello everyone, I wanted to start this video off by just saying thank you to all of you for helping me reach 100 subscribers. It's a small milestone, but it's the first in what I hope is a lot of them. As a thank you for helping me reach 100 subscribers, I have edited together all 7 episodes of Generation 1 of UHC Lineages into this massive single video. For those of you who are unsure what UHC Lineages is and is using this video to get caught up, UHC Lineages is a ultra-hardcore survival series where each player that dies has an opportunity to invite up to 3 players to replace them. I died recently, and my 3 descendants are gearing up and getting ready to start their first foray into this world, picking up where I left off, and I'm so excited. So if you want to be ready for that when that happens, keep watching, and you'll be all caught up. I do want to give a bit of a word of warning. I was using a pretty bad microphone throughout the first 3 episodes. It gets better as I'm able to get a better microphone as the series progresses. With that said, let's go ahead and roll the intro. This world is meant to outlive me. That was the intention from the very start. The future moves forward, even if we don't get to see it. 3 others will inhabit this world after I meet my end. They will brave this world together, where I brave it alone. Perhaps they will shield each other from the dangers of the world. Perhaps they will fight amongst themselves. That's their choice, after all. And when the inevitable comes for them, their descendants will carry the torch onwards. Such is the cycle. We survive, we build, we grow, we die. My name is Ilo. Welcome to UHC Lineages. Hello everyone, my name's Ilo. If you've never seen me before, that's because I've never uploaded anything before. But, hey, great things start small, don't they? Now, I am very excited about this series. I'm really excited about it. I've been thinking about running this series for so long, trying to figure out the logistics of it, and now I think I'm finally ready to actually get things started. But you might be asking yourself, Ilo, what is this series? Well, as you can tell by the title, this is a UHC series. For those that don't know, UHC stands for Ultra Hardcore. Unlike normal hardcore, that means that natural regeneration is turned off, which basically means I can't heal. Other than the regeneration potion effect or other magical means, food healing, gone. But that is not the part that I'm most excited about. The part that I'm most excited about is that due to this extra challenge, I know my time is limited. And when that time finally does come, I will accept my death with open arms, and I will pass this world on to those that will come after. If you have watched UHC Generations or Minecraft Inheritance, both of which are great, you should watch those. They're very good. This is very obviously inspired by them. I don't mean to steal ideas directly, but when I see a good idea, I'm like, I want to do that. That looks cool. That looks fun. And I have an idea of how to make it just a little bit more unique. Because when I die, I will not be passing on this world to just one person. I will be passing on this world to a team of inheritors, specifically 3 of them. I will choose 3 people to replace me. As more and more people join, each person that dies has a chance to be able to invite more than one person to replace them. So the total number of players on this SMP will grow. Right now it's not an SMP, right now it's single player. This is just my single player world. But when I die, that will change. I want to talk a little bit more about what is unique about this server in terms of just gameplay changes from vanilla. Almost everything is exactly as vanilla. I don't have any changes to the way that the game works, other than a few very slight modifications. The first of which, and probably the most important for this series, is the inclusion of universal graves. Basically, when I die, instead of my items scattering all over the place and potentially being lost, those are going to be historical artifacts. I don't want to run the risk of them despawning because somebody couldn't find them within 5 minutes. So there's going to be a server-side gravestone mod included in this SMP. That way, my stuff can always be retrievable. The important things like this wooden pickaxe right here, this wooden pickaxe, I intend to preserve it. It's the first tool of this world, and it's going up on like an item frame on the wall or something. And I don't really want to run the risk of my good gear or any book I might rate, because I intend to keep a journal as well, an in-game journal. Now, on top of the gravestone mod, there are 2 other mods I want to talk about, one of which is also very important for this series. Hold on. I'm going to take a quick break from explaining the mods to say, unpopular opinion time, I think the addition of copper tools and armor is a great idea. And I'll tell you why. Typically, when I'm starting, I find myself getting a lot of copper and very, very few iron, right? And the little bit of iron I get, I usually put it towards a pickaxe and a shield if I can afford it, maybe a sword, but I already have more than enough copper to make a full set of armor. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's get back to the important stuff. The mods that are on this server. There really are only 3 of them, one of which is the Universal Graves mod, and one of which is the Hardcore Totem Nerf mod. Now this mod does a lot of things, and most of them are disabled. The important thing to know here is that a Totem of Undying, when it pops, will take away a whole heart. If you want to rely on totems to avoid death, well, there's going to be a price to pay. Now this isn't permanent per se. It won't come back on its own, but you can get that heart back by eating an enchanted golden apple. That'll give you a heart back up to your maximum of 10. You can't go over 10 by eating golden apples, meaning both totems and golden apples will be very important. And the third and final server-side mod, remember, none of these need to be installed on your client to actually join the SMP. The third and final one is Husks drops sand. This is a very small mod. It just makes it so that Husks they drop sand, which means you can actually infinitely farm sand in this world. It's not a limited resource, and you aren't limited to just completely decimating a desert for it. Other than those 3 mods, absolutely nothing is different than vanilla gameplay. Oh, it's already getting dark. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need that coal to make torches. Let's do that, and then I'll cut down some more trees. So that way we can have enough charcoal to smelt up our copper for some armor, and I need to focus on shelter for the night. I don't really want to spend this night in a 1x2 hole in the ground. That's not a good way to start this. I'm going to be a little bit more brave than that. Nope. That's a sheep. There's 3 sheep. Who needs iron? I have bloodlust. Let's go. Alright. Oh man, those guys are too close. Too close for comfort. There we go. Oh, should they see me? Come on. Cool. You've been thwarted. You stay away from me. They won. That is the end of day 0, I suppose. Now, one thing I'm going to need to find pretty quickly here is a dark oak forest, because mushroom stew is going to be my best friend. If you're unfamiliar, you can craft suspicious stew with a specific flower in order to get a specific potion effect. So our best way to get early game heals is going to be with Suspicious Stew and the regeneration potion effect given by the Oxeye Daisy. I didn't see any Oxeye Daisies in that plains I spawned in, but I'm going to go back and double check, because those are going to save us a ton of time, and I'm so glad I didn't take any damage there. That would have been embarrassing. Okay, that should be the last here. I don't like leaving floating trees. And my axe broke. Ooh, apple. Apple. That's also very important, because if we can get some gold, we can make ourselves some gapples. And those give us regeneration. Now, I'm not quite ready to go mining for gold just yet, but yeah. Anyway, now that we've gotten over some of the basic changes to the gameplay that's going to happen in this SMP, let's talk a little bit about the rules of lineages. After I die, I'm gonna host this server. I'm gonna stick around as an admin, and I'm not gonna interfere. No way. I'm not gonna interfere. I'm gonna stay a neutral party to all of the weird nonsense that the rest of my kin have come up with. However, I will be keeping track of the whitelist. Oh yes, there is one more part about this. I am super excited to see what kind of weird storylines pop up out of this SMP. Everything will be unscripted. At least I won't script anything. If other players that join later decide that they want to attempt to script things themselves, that's up to them, but they will not receive my help. Now I think we're geared up enough that I can go into this cave and attempt to find some iron. I never actually made any torches. I'm gonna keep this apple around. Try not to eat that because... Why are you not... Oh, there is a log left! I've checked like 4 times and I swear I didn't see it there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. I'm gonna make some torches real quick. I do have a dynamic lights mod installed, so having this torch in my offhand should help a little bit in the caves. There it is. Now, I really just want some iron. But that is a lot of dripstone. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Okay, I don't think there is anywhere down there that is safe for me to drop. So I'm gonna try and find a different cave to explore. If that's okay with you, I'm gonna head the heck out. Oh, wait, I totally... These are oxide daisies. Oh, these are important. I almost just walked right by them. I probably walked right by a bunch earlier. Y'all are probably screaming at me. Is that an oxide daisy? It looks like an oxide daisy. Also, I grabbed that mushroom because, well, we're gonna need it for suspicious stew. Oh, wait, is that a village? Oh, let's go. Alright, good start, good start. Oh, there is one other, actually, now that we've spotted a village, there is one other thing that is different about this playthrough. It's a vanilla change. However, it's a vanilla change I personally really enjoy and I think is good for the longevity of any server. And that is, we've got the villager trade rebalance on. I'm not going to be able to just cycle through a library villager until I get mending. I am going to actually need to get a swamp villager if I want mending, which I think is a huge boon to the longevity of a playthrough. If you find yourself struggling with the 2-week Minecraft phase, give that a shot. Seriously. I've been playing on another server with my friends. Did I make 2 copper swords? Whatever. I've been playing on another server with my friends for a while, and that server, we have the trade rebalance on. And honestly, it has made a huge difference. I'm picking up, just so you know, I'm looking for 3 flowers here. I'm picking all of them up. I've already told you about oxide daisies. Dandelions are good for saturation stew, for when I'm very, very hungry. I can just eat one and get basically my full hunger back. And poppies I am grabbing so that I can use them as dye. Because if you can't tell, I kind of like things that are orange. Anyway, hello villagers. Welcome. I don't know why I'm welcoming you. I literally just showed up. Bread. Good. Ooh, apples. That'll be good. Potatoes. A feather. I actually do want to have a feather because I want to make a book and quill as soon as possible. I should probably go hunting for, like, squids or something. Is there a chest in here? Oh, that's a lot of apples. And a bundle! Oh, let's go. You might not be understanding why I'm so excited about a bundle, but look at how much space I can clear up in my inventory now. Look at all the space I could make just by throwing some random nonsense into the bundle. I'm gonna dye this bundle. There we go. Cool. And I'm also going to dye my bed. Fantastic. There's a farmer here, so I assume there's a farm, but I haven't seen one. I do not see a farm. Hay bales, though. I'll take those. Ah, there it is. There's the farm. There's the composter. Did somebody step on that potato? Hold on. Did I leave my crafting table over there? And my furnace? Someone else will find it someday. It'll be a relic from this first episode. I want to fix their farm. Here we go. And now it is nighttime. I'm gonna go sleep. Excuse me. Hello. Now let's see if this cave is a little bit nicer than the last. I should not have done that. Ah! I think that was just delayed fall damage. I'm gonna assume that was just delayed fall damage. Well, that's the first damage I've ever took, and it seems to have been caused to me by a Discord notification. I tried to press W and pressed Q instead. That was only a single piece of iron, and I'm a little bit disappointed. Alright, so I've got 3 iron. There's a cave here I could explore. There's some coal there. I kind of want to block up that lava and make this area safer to traverse down. I've got 3 iron. I could make a pickaxe or I could make a bucket. And honestly, I think the bucket might be a better call at this point. My copper tools will last me a while. I've got plenty of copper. I can always replace them. I can find more iron. I think a bucket is going to help me with survival a lot more. Actually, no. No. Not a bucket. A shield. And the other two I will just hold on to. I know, it's going to take a while to actually vanish or whatever, but it's a pretty deep hole, and it looks like it has decent steps down. If I can just... wait a minute. Idea. Haha. Perfect. Nice little lava cast. I was expecting that to go into a larger cave. Maybe it is going into a larger cave and it would have been on the other side of this lava, but I just blocked it up. That is very much a possibility. Someday we'll find out. Someday someone will mine all this cobble, but it ain't gonna be me. I don't have the time for that. Oh, there's iron right here. Door. I am slow as heck. Door. Oh. Door. I'm gonna just break that. What are you playing with, cat? Seriously? Completely weird cat. Just strangest cat in the world. I'm gonna do something stupid. Worth it. Now, one of these houses is gonna be my house. Just as like a temporary little place. Check out this place. This place looks like it has enough room for 2 of us. Hey buddy, is there a spot up here for me? Not yet, but I can make there one. God, I can't craft. Really? Alright, my cat has decided that he needs to play with my mouse hand. Can you hear him? Creature. I'm gonna put you in the game. I'm gonna tame an orange cat and name him George, because that is my cat's name in real life, and he is very orange, both visually and mentally. I am going to step away for a little bit so that I can get some food, and I will be back and finish this. I should have eaten before recording, but oh well. Goodbye. Alright, and we're back. Oh, hello. Are you my roommate? I will name you Lenny. Don't worry, Lenny. I'll get you a name tag at some point. Now, what I really need to do is find I think that might be what I'm looking for. A dark forest. Oh, wait, is there one over there? Aha, there is. See those big red mushrooms? That's how I can tell. Now, I need a dark forest so I can make mushroom stew. Because I need, well, obviously I need wood, but also... oh, wait, actually, before I go, I totally forgot. I picked up all of that iron. Just cook up some iron, pickaxe, a bucket, an axe, and a sword. My little storage chest, where I'm gonna put some of my unwanted gear. I can just make a double chest here. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, and because I'm going out, I'm gonna bring a daisy. I'll bring 3. Bring 3 daisies. Probably could have made a boat, but no, that's fine. This little area right here, right next to the village, this little indent, might be where I set up a little house for myself. Actually, no, there's that big open plains there, like back towards where I spawned, that I think I need to build like a large, like multi-generational structure of some kind. Maybe a castle, something that I can mark as, you know, the landmark of this server, the central area. Maybe I can move the server spawn to somewhere in that area. You know what? I think a castle. That's my objective is to build a castle. I'm trying to challenge myself, because normally when I play Minecraft... Hey, my stuff. Wait, is this where I spawned? I thought I spawned over there. Oh, look, but this is where I spawned. Okay. Alright, yeah, if this is where castle goes. Where the castle will go. I don't know why I said it like that. Maybe around 0, 0? Where is 0, 0, real quick? 0, 0. Right here, huh? Okay, good to know, good to know. It's cool that this area is a plains, because I think plains are one of the only places you can find oxeye daisies. Very important. I'm gonna grab these, so that way I don't have to keep using my dandelion supply for yellow dye, if I want to dye anything else orange. Oh, I see a big brown mushroom over there too. Perfect, perfect. Need to make a mushroom farm, some kind of automatic mushroom farm. Oh, this is an instant mine? I did not know that. Let's get that brown mushroom. I know brown mushrooms are quite a bit rarer than the red ones. Yeah, I definitely want to build our spawn base castle. I want to build our castle in a plains biome. That way I can set up a flower farm and make a bunch of oxeye daisies. And then I'll have to put a mushroom farm nearby. Let's start chopping down some of these big trees. Alright, that should be perfect. Now if we just throw down another crafting table, a bowl, we can make some suspicious stew. Now, each of these will stack, but this will not. But because this is 4, and I can only make 3, I think this saves me an inventory slot. Oh well. And my first little bit of regeneration. Ah, that's so nice to have. Now, each one of those soups will heal you about a heart, I believe. It's not much, but it is something. And I'm saving at least one of each of these mushrooms. You know what? I'm going to make sure I don't use it. I'm putting them in that bundle, because I need to make farms for them. Grab that before I forget. Now, for the castle. Start planning out the area. Maybe flatten some space. I definitely want to move the rest of my stuff over here. Oh yeah, it's getting dark. I'm gonna try and find my way back to the village. It's right there. Maybe in this hill, actually. Maybe I can incorporate this hill into the design somehow. There's this big flat area right here that could be like a courtyard, and then like a staircase leading up to a throne room maybe up here on the hill. Concepts, ideas. I also want to make sure there's enough room here for my descendants. The 3 of them each of them should have their own room. And of course I won't be around anymore, so maybe my room could be repurposed into one of theirs, but I don't want them to have to fight over it, you know? I am a bit sad that they don't have a library in this village. No bookshelves for me to pillage. That rhymed and it wasn't intentional. Hey Lenny. Oh right, I didn't mention that actually. Simple voice chat. Now I have a mic. Hi Lenny. Kind of busy moving out, buddy. Sorry. You know what? Hey, have some oak logs. Thanks, Lenny. I'll be back here to give you a name tag in the future. God, is that worth wasting a stew on? Man, I went through all of that effort to get that stew. Man, that actually really upsets me. Now, a castle is typically made out of stone. I kind of want to do that. I want to make a big stone castle. I want to incorporate some wood into it too, you know? Like, it's got to look good. I've got access to oak, birch, and dark oak. I haven't found spruce yet, but it's probably not that far out. I do want to use some spruce. It looks like there's a big lake. Ooh, is that a mushroom island? That actually could be... Oh, that could be really cool. Oh, wait. Is that like a tiny little mushroom island in this little lake. I mean, it's an ocean, right? This is a Minecraft ocean. They're typically this big. But because I have distant horizons and I can see the other shore, it feels like a bay. That would be so cool. There's a little castle out there. You know what? You know what? And it's a mushroom island too. That means mushrooms. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We're going over there. See a floating island out there. That's kind of cool. That is actually way the heck out there, isn't there? I'm gonna need a boat. This is like the 4th crafting table I've crafted. Okay. I guess my intention is to like expand this island because it does look kind of small. Maybe I'm just far away, but it looks like it's a tiny little mushroom island. I don't know, I haven't seen it from the other side. Maybe it's just very narrow. Expand it out to a large like complex in the ocean. Oh, there's an ocean monument right there. That's cool. That might be another ocean monument. Oh yeah, this mushroom island is tiny, but it is a mushroom island, which means it's safe from mob spawns. I kind of want to mark out the edges of the biome itself, see where it ends and the ocean begins, because I think as of right now I am in an ocean. Oh, I forgot they changed the way this works. Hold on. Give me the biome information, please. There it is, Minecraft Deep Ocean. Okay. Mushroom fields, Deep Ocean. Mushroom fields. Okay. I could try to like maximize it by expanding, but this is just a tiny little island, isn't it? Oh, it's so nice though. Just to have one of these, this little bay. Yeah, this is where I'm building a castle. Absolutely 100%. Oh, there's this little like dock area right here. Is that a ruined portal? That's cool. Alright, let me plump down my chests. Because this is a mushroom island, we don't need to worry about mob spawns, which is really nice. I'm going to put my bed down, though, for sleep purposes. You know what? Yeah, this isn't a waste. It's bothering me. I do think I need a shovel for this, if I really want to make this quick and easy. I've got the copper for that. I don't have the iron. But I'm going to need to flatten some of this area, I think. Like, I do want to utilize the mushroom island, and I think that, like, this is a pretty nice little slope for, like, a pathway leading up the side of the mountain. I kind of want it to end here-ish, or, like, yeah, right here. I kind of wanted this to be a bit more of a gradual turn. Yeah, that's cool. And I know I don't have to sleep for monsters, but I do like working in the daylight. Cool. Oh, hey, a mushroom. Sup? If I could get lightning to strike you, you'd be a good source of soup. Now, I need some cobblestone or stone bricks or something to mark out the edges of this little castle. Oh, well that was a waste of an iron axe. I'm gonna need my copper axe back, I guess. Let's save my iron sword for when I have a bit more iron to work with. But I'll keep this one on me, because I am gonna go mining soon. I want to keep the iron axe on me just in case I find anything that requires iron to mine, like gold. Remember, gold is actually useful to us. We can make gold apples. Immediately missing the instant mine. Yeah, you know what? I am going to need some more stone for this. I have some cobble. I guess I could start work on like the outline, I guess. There's going to be a big 3x3 doorway into it. Hi. I don't have a use for you right now, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is gonna be something. That's for sure. But I'm gonna stop this for now and see if I can, like, is there a cave entrance anywhere on this island, or am I gonna have to, maybe there's one in the water somewhere. Hold on, that bothers me. Wait, this is a 3x3, and it kind of narrows to a 2x2 here. See that? I don't want it to do that. Ah, yeah, that feels good. Okay. Just kind of going off of vibes. I'm not coming into this with a plan. I think when you take me for some kind of planner, I threw my doors away. I'm gonna make some slabs real quick, and then my doors. I'm gonna use these slabs to make a little path. I feel like this is yeah, this one's fine. I don't think people are gonna really struggle with that. Okay, maybe that is going to be a problem. But no. Make another copper shovel. Anyway, I got my doors now. Let's go mining for some cobble. Turn it into stone. Maybe if we can make it a deep slate level. Oh, there is a cave down there. Nice. Popping back up for some air. This better go somewhere. Just goes through to the other side, huh? No pathway deeper. Oh wait, that might go deeper. It looks like it goes up and over. Nope. Just kinda ends there. Alright. Well, there's a network of tunnels underneath this. That's kinda cool. And it's getting dark. Don't want to deal with drowned. Oh, I should also kill some squid while I'm out there. I'm gonna hold this in my offhand just so maybe it'll help you guys be able to see a little bit better underwater. And it stops here. Well, it's stone. This is like an entrance to like a little mine. I'm gonna go down. I know my copper pick is gonna break soon, but lapis? You know what? Sure. There it is. Good thing I made another. Ooh, there's some iron. Keep bonking my head, actually. Let me make this a little bit taller. Really what I'm here for is stone and maybe a little bit of andesite. Because I do like the way that andesite looks. And it doesn't need smelting like stone does, so just grab a bunch of it. But I also kind of want some deep slate. I don't want to make like a pure black castle, because that's kind of overdone. But I want there to be some dark to it. I want to try my hand at a little bit of... I'm not exactly a builder. I don't do a ton of building, usually. 5 out of 10 at best, I think, when it comes to building stuff. I should be putting like signs down, directing people to where I've been. And the copper axe is broken. That may be enough for now. Or do I use the iron pick and keep going? But if I can mine, I've already mined enough to replace it, so I think I hear lava. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna turn on my closed captions. That way I can be sure. I hate those like eerie cave noises. But without them, Minecraft just doesn't feel like Minecraft, you know? Oh, I hear a bat. That was a good call. Actually, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I want to go down. That way I'm not dropping to my death. There's gold there. Definitely want that. Oh, but there's mobs there. Definitely don't want that. I'm gonna go down a little staircase here. Ooh, that was an unpleasant noise. I knew what it was, I just didn't like it. Okay, there's a lush cave there, that's cool. Let's torch there so I can mark the way out. Oh, hi. Oh, thank goodness I got a shield. Hey, buddy. Didn't mean to hit you, bat. Making sure I'm safe is more important. It's just one? It was just one. Man, alright. Well, that already makes switching my iron pickaxe worth it, I guess. Some redstone, I think. Maybe I could do some contraption making with it. More diamonds. Ah! Scared me. Come on. Just one again? Yeah, just one. Okay. Axolotl. You axolotl questions. Alright, I do have a stew. And I have the necessary ingredients to make more. Thank goodness for coming prepared. I think this will get me back up to a half heart. Don't really need clay right now. Whoa. Got 3 diamond pickaxes. Stew. Make sure this is completely empty because I'm pretty sure it doesn't add to, it just resets. I think eating it a second time too fast will screw you out of a little bit of healing. Ah! We got 5 diamonds. It's not too bad. Could use a little more. Could be a little more greedy. Could be a greedy little goblin. Acquire more shiny rocks without acquiring more damage. Damage. You know, where are you coming from? Now, at some point in the future, there's going to be like a beacon at this central thing. It's probably going to be after my time, but I have no doubt that one of my brave descendants will face the wither and survive. I also am going to just be straight up and honest that I have no intention of facing the Ender Dragon or going into the end at all during my run. I'm going to leave that for future generations to accomplish. For now, though, my only objective is greed. Oh, that's terrifying. Ah! I see those diamonds. God, how many times have I looked at these diamonds and just not seen them? This big open cavern space is kind of cool. And with water above. Yep. Means... Ooh! I didn't know that was there. I'll take it though. 8 diamonds? I think I've been greedy enough. Oh, more gold actually. Sorry, I just spotted that. I've only got 1 piece of gold. I could at least double it here. Cool to find, but not nearly as rewarding as I was hoping it would be. I do need some regular squids. See if I can find some in the ocean. Actually, do squids even spawn in the ocean? Or do they only spawn in like rivers? They might only spawn in rivers. Oh well. That will be something I will focus on next episode. We got a lot done, mostly exploration, but getting the beginnings of our little castle set up here. We made some good progress. We got some iron, and yeah, that's where I'm going to call it. I'm going to try to do an episode of this a week, and see just how far I can go, but for now, I think I'm going to sign off. Have a good one. Hello everyone, my name's Ilo. As you can see, I got myself a little bit of an upgrade between episodes. At the end of the last episode, I threw a bunch of iron into this furnace and cooked it up. So I've swapped out my old copper armor, which I've thrown in here, for a full set of iron. My old iron pickaxe was almost broken, so I went ahead and got myself a fresh iron pickaxe, fresh iron sword, fresh iron shovel. Didn't bother with a fresh axe, because I plan to go mining this episode. I'm going to go into that big spooky cavern that we saw in episode 1 and see if I can't find some diamonds in that horrible area. This is my haul, not counting the iron that I used to make my existing tools. This is what I ended up with from my last episode. Not awful, but could be better. Might just take 3 of these. Give myself a diamond pick. I'm going to have the diamond with me in case I find some obsidian to mine or something. I'm going to keep this diamond pick on me, just in case. But yeah, we're going to head back over there, and we are going to do a bit more of an in-depth mining session into that big spooky cave. I also wanted to say to you guys that after the end of last episode, I've been thinking, this mushroom island is really cool, and I want to use it for something, but it's way too small for the castle. Look how tiny this place is. Absolutely unacceptable. So instead, we are going to build our castle on the mainland in that plains area, and I'm going to build a lighthouse on this mushroom island. I think I'm going to build like a lighthouse of some kind to kind of mark this as the middle of the ocean. And potentially this lighthouse could serve as like a spawn point hub or something if I don't want to use the castle. But for now, we're just going to head into the mainland and see what we can't cook up. Now, I also, after watching back some of my footage, if it wasn't obvious, episodes 1 and 2 I actually recorded in a single sitting. I expected to edit that down into a single episode, but it ended up being too long, so I split it up. And I noticed after watching the footage back that my GUI was just way too small, so that's why I've turned it up for this. I usually play with my GUI scale on 2, which looks like this. However, watching footage back, it was just too hard to see how many hearts I had, so we're turning it up so you guys can see everything. Also, I turned shaders on for recording that little intro you guys saw at the beginning of episode 2, and probably this one as well. And you know what? I think I'm going to play with the shaders on from here on out. It really does look nice. Oh, kelp. Hello. Okay, thanks for the kelp. I've been looking around a little bit in this area. I want to show you guys some of the stuff I've found through exploring this world in between episodes. Now don't worry, every time I play on this world, I always record, just in case something happens. I didn't bring my bed, did I? I guess I'm gonna go steal one from the village real quick. But I did want to show you guys, if you look, I have F3 open here. In the top left you see Minecraft Plains as the biome. That's right underneath the FPS there in the top left. Where these trees are, actually that is a terrifying little lagoon right there as well. I kind of want to explore down there at some point, but whoops, I pressed F3 and F4 at the same time. Down there is actually pretty deep. I swam down there a little bit. At some point I want to go down there. Anyway, what I wanted to show you was here, Minecraft Plains, right? As soon as I walk into this area with the trees, this is a flower forest. There's like this really narrow flower forest in the middle of this plains biome, and it lines up with this mountain almost perfectly. It's really cool, I think. Oh, hello. Nope, sorry. Lenny, where are you? Will you be hospitable? Thank you. Excuse me. I didn't bring any dandelions with me, but that's okay. I'm gonna make myself a dandelion stew. Boop. And let's make the one with dandelion. This one is saturation stew. It gave me, it was very small, but it gives you like less than a second of the saturation potion effect. Oh, hello. Hello, creeper. Decorative creeper hole. Let me see if I can, oh! Oh, thank goodness for this armor. Oh man, I took damage, but it didn't actually give me any hearts of damage. Oh boy. Oh, that scared the heck out of me. I'm going to head to that terrifying hole, because I want to be scared a little bit more. I want to be a little bit more brave. I need more resources for the lighthouse. Actually, wait. There's a river over here, if I remember correctly. Yeah. River means potentially squid. Squid. 6 insects. And then I want to hunt down some cows. See if I can make myself my little book and quill. Cow. Now I should have what I need. Yet another crafting table. Oh right, I need the feather from the chicken. I had a feather. I put it in my chest, didn't I? I know there's some chickens through here. Aha, here you are. Really? Are you the only chicken? There's more squid though. Take the squid. I'm feeling that ink is going to be a useful resource. I'm definitely not procrastinating going into that big spooky mine. Oh, chicken. Really? Come on, I just need a feather. I want to go all the way back to my mushroom island just to grab a feather, just so I can start writing a journal. Also, I'm pretty sure in that very first episode, I spawned, I turned around, and there was this nice black horse standing right behind me. Chicken. Feathers. Let's go. All right. Books and quills. I got 2 of them. Let's go. Probably shouldn't have made 2, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But that's okay. Here's my stuff. Cool. I'm leaving this right here as a landmark. There we go. Just kind of marking it. Start putting signs down. Here we go. And that's a good start. Try not to look at that Enderman. Oh boy. I don't have a bow or anything. Oh, this is terrifying. Here we go. That's a skeleton. I do see diamonds already. Oh, they're fighting each other. Good. Thank you, zombie. There's the diamonds I saw. Oh boy, I'm terrified. I really don't want the series to end this early. I knew I saw diamonds down here. Oh, more than one. More than one diamond. Why 59? Let's start strip mining. And I'm gonna do the branching arms method, whatever you want to call it. I've heard some people call this the Grian method, but I disagree. The Grian method is just vibes based. The Grian method is, I think my diamonds are right here! I've heard that caving is better than strip mining when you're looking for diamonds. I mean, I've found 6 so far. That's not awful. Maybe I can go back and look through the cave one more time. Yeah, nope. Okay, we're going back. Looking through the cave. I'm gonna try to go up and around it. Ow, that was dumb. Block you up. There we go. I don't want to pour water over it because I'm worried that there's some diamonds hiding underneath it. Like that iron. I don't remember that iron being visible before. Thought I saw a little bit of green there, a zombie or a creeper. Aha, I did. It is a creeper. Oh, the bat died. Sad. Ooh. Oh, I heard that just at the last second. Hello. I'm looking for coal, guys. Seen any? Ooh, okay. Oh, hey, coal. I'm gonna heal first, though. Just gonna light this area up a little bit. Ooh, a skeleton jockey. Well, that was a very quick kill. Spider jockey. Oh. You stole my diamond! Ugh, a little hardcore run ending monster. Okay, so since my shield is almost broken, I'm going to head back up and out. Ran out of torches, running out of shield durability. I am going to go back down, but oh, I need to be more prepared than that. I want tough, actually I do want copper. Maybe build a little statue on that island, kind of show the time progressing. While I'm waiting for some of my iron to cook so I can replace some of my stuff, I seem to remember I spawned, I think in the very first episode, I spawned right here. I looked behind me and there was a horse. A black horse. Let me see if I can tame that horse. I don't have a saddle or anything, but literally the first friend I saw, and I'm pretty sure it's this guy. Love me. Let's go! I got a horsey. I don't have a saddle for you, but I have a horsey. I'd like to find myself a dog as well. I still need to tame that orange cat. I need to put my George in the game. Speaking of which, actually, brief moment, self-plug here. If you want to see a picture of real-life George, I've posted a picture in the pet pics section of my Discord. There's a link to join in the description. Join us. We've got some discussion happening. There's only like 3 people in there right now, but this will be like the main place for community moving forward. Cook up just enough gold. That one charcoal should give us just enough gold for our first gapple. Get myself a gapple. I think this is like an emergency thing. Aha. Oxide daisy. Alright, so they're relatively uncommon. Looks like. Maybe not. Good to know that I actually can get them from bone meal. That means I can make a farm. Yep, I think we're good to go back in. Actually, wait, I need copper. I want to make a statue on the island out of copper, so that way we can like kind of see time pass. Whoa, I didn't know this was here. Apparently copper likes to hide other caves behind it. Copper reveals. And again. Wow. I guess, yeah, copper likes to connect nearby caves together. It's probably just a bunch of coincidence, but I used to believe that Minecraft Cave Generation would deliberately put gravel between large caverns. So every time I saw gravel in the walls, I would dig through it. And I was right about 33% of the time, which was just enough for my little child brain to accept unquestioningly that I was correct. Also, for any of you coming after me that find my torch placement a little weird, I always follow a pattern where, unless I am actively trying to leave the cave, I put all of my torches on the right-hand side. If I see a torch on the left-hand side, it means I am leaving the cave. I also do this thing where if I reach a dead end, I put the torch on the wall directly in front of me. So that way I can be like, oh, this is a dead end. Like, I should probably put one here to signal to myself, oh, this is a dead end, so I don't waste time going that way if I ever come back here to re-explore. So I can basically follow the torches on the left. See, that one is on the right, so that means I went that way. I'm actually going to do a torch here to like... Ah, okay, so we go this way to get out. And then torches on the left. Wait, it's on the right there. It's on the right there, so it's actually probably a different way, and then I would probably see the torches there and go that way. It's sometimes the cave generation itself is a little bit mean to me in that way. It doesn't let me put torches down. Like in these large open areas, I have to put torches on the floor, which I hate doing. Move that torch down so I know it's not... So that way when I'm coming this way, I don't see that torch and think, oh, this is a dead end, and turn around, though this is actually probably a dead end. Also, I like to mark that this is a loop by putting two torches like across from each other like this. That way I'm like, oh, okay, this loops back around, so it doesn't really matter which way I go. I am not going into this build with a plan of any kind. I'm just going to warn you guys about that now. I'm just grabbing the good-looking stone blocks. I do like building with copper. I don't like deliberately pre-aging it. Like, if I want it to be aged, I'm just gonna place it and let it age naturally over time. I like watching the process, I guess. Like coming back to it every now and then and seeing, oh hey, this is an old build because it's aged. I don't like going through all the trouble of pre-aging all my copper just so that it gets the right color, you know. I'm okay with it being the wrong color for a little bit. Okay, now I think it's about time that I start hunting for deep slate. I have a feeling that some of these torches I haven't been following my own rules with. Oh! My goodness, we have water. Now, I typically don't go into creative mode and pre-plan builds. I know a lot of people like to do that, but I kind of like to wing it myself. I don't like coming up with the list of material, like building it in creative and then retroactively being like, okay, that means I need these materials. Because, well, what if those materials are just really, really hard to come by? I kind of like working with what I got around me. I'm also going to tear down my old structure that I built last episode, just so I can rethink the shape of this, because it's no longer going to be a castle, it's going to be a lighthouse. And lighthouse has got to be circular, I think. Got a lot of mushrooms. Actually, maybe I can set up a lightning rod or something. Try to get one of these guys hit with lightning, because I'm pretty sure that the way the mechanic works is if you get a brown mushroom, then you can just feed it a flower and then milk it for the corresponding suspicious stew, so you don't actually need the mushrooms anymore, but you do still need the flowers. So if I can get a brown mushroom and kidnap it over to where I'm going to build the castle walled city area, we could get something cool out of it. I gotta wait for all of this stone to finish smelting, and through the power of editing, man, that's boring. Make a little wall of furnaces here. Oh my god, why are there so many of you? I might need to cull the herd a little. Look away, children. What? They can repopulate from only 2. Plus, now I've got leather for books. Hello everyone, I wanted to take this moment while this time-lapse is going to talk a little bit about my plans for the future of this series. To start with, I have actually been reached out to by a couple of people asking if they can be one of my 3 descendants for Generation 2. I wanted to say I am so happy that my first episode has gotten so much traction. As of recording this, my second episode hasn't been posted yet, but the community that's already starting to form around this series is heartwarming. However, I wanted to say that I do have some criteria that I am using to choose who my successors will be. Those criteria are mainly, I want someone who is a smaller YouTuber, but still bigger than myself. As of recording this, I only have about 20 subscribers, so that's a low bar, but that could change. Secondly, I want someone who actually has a posting history that I can go back through and see if their quality matches what I'm hoping to achieve with this series. As a second point of order, I wanted to mention that when I do host this server, I am not going to host it from my own personal IP address. So I'm going to pay for a server hosting platform. I'm already prepared to pay for that myself. However, if you want to support this channel and this project, I will have a Patreon link in the description. Let's go back to the video. Alright, hello. Welcome back. That was quite a long time lapse, but standing behind me is the finished product. Now let me pop into free cam, show you guys what this looks like. I'm happy with it. It's definitely not a lighthouse. However, it does feel like a secluded vault, somewhere to go to be alone with the readings of the ancients. So for that reason, follow me inside. I'll show you what I've got interior. On this second story, I've got a bunch of chiseled bookshelves. This is where I intend to keep my journals. I like the idea of the bookshelves just going up and up the whole length. You can just grab one from the walls as you go up. I think it would be really cool to get enough chiseled bookshelves to just fill this thing with books. And then at the very top here, you've got an overlook. And it just lines up, just so, like if you're coming up and you just go straight, right over there is going to be the walled city. But right now, it's just a pretty lookout spot to look out over this ocean. I'm excited to have this project done and behind me. That way, starting next episode, I am going to be building the perimeter around the walled city, the walls specifically. It's going in the plains biome over there. It's not going to be right at spawn. There's a clear area just across the river from where I spawned in. But this structure, this repository of knowledge out here on its secluded island, this structure needs a name. And I haven't come up with one yet. I would love it if you guys could, in the comments, please give me an idea for a name for this structure. But I'm proud of it. It's nothing complicated. I had to stop and go back into the mines like 3 times to get more deep slate because I got like 4 stacks. I thought that would be enough. It was not enough. And I went back and got 4 more stacks. Still not enough. I told you I wasn't going to go into the end last episode. However, I'm wishing I had shulker boxes. Big structures are going to be difficult because I'm going to have to move materials around. But I do think I'm going to call it here. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. Starting next episode, I'm going to get to work on a protective fortress near that village, the walled city. Anyway guys, see you later.
Hello everyone, welcome back to UHC Lineages. As you can probably hear, I've got a brand new microphone. How do you guys like it? Anyway, this episode we got a lot to do. We've got to get to work on the city. I've been calling it the walled city or the castle or whatever. I'm going to come up with a final name for it. Looking up references for it, when I search walled city, the only thing I get is this place, which not what I'm going for. I'm going to go more for a vibe of like Monteregione, with just this tiny little village surrounded by a pretty high wall on all sides and a gate to get in and out. You know, I want to leave a lot of empty space for people to expand as needed in future. But while I'm gathering some resources, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some of my plans for the server, mostly because my recommendation feed has been completely swarmed with videos talking about Minecraft's economy, how to handle a server economy. And well, this is going to be a server. It's going to have a lot of people on it. I'm hoping that some kind of economy forms that players can participate in, but I don't want to have too much of a hand in it. I don't want to force a specific currency. A lot of the videos that I've seen talked about everything from using wheat as a currency to using Nether Star-backed fractional reserve banking fiat. My hands-off approach is pretty well summed up by this video I saw. Go check it out. Hey there, Editing Ilo here. I noticed I never actually said the name of the video I'm referring to. The video is called Why Every Minecraft Economy Video is Wrong. It's by I'm Mr. Pib. There'll be a link to it in the description. Thank you. It's pretty much just like let players decide what is and is not going to be the currency, which is basically what's going to happen, and usually that ends up with it being diamonds, which is fine. Diamonds are a good currency. They're scarce, they're not infinitely farmable. All of these videos did have one thing in common though. They had a recommendation for a world border, which is something I wanted to mention. When the number of players who are currently alive on the server doubles every time, so from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16, the world border will increase by 2,000 blocks diameter. So it'll add 1,000 on each side. I want to keep it relatively small, force players to kind of be in the same area. You know, we'll see. I might adjust as things go if needed. For myself currently, because I don't want to turn on cheats for myself to actually establish a world border, I'm just kind of playing without one. But as soon as it becomes a server, I'm going to implement that world border. It'll start at 4,000, and then as soon as it reaches 4 players total, that's when it will increase to 6,000. At 8 players, it'll increase to 8,000. At 16 players, it'll be 10,000, etc. Anyway, I moved over here, actually, and chopped down that tree real quick. because this is about where I want to build the city. This is where I want to build my actual base. I don't want to tear down that mountain. I want to try to keep the terrain as similar as possible, but, you know, some terraforming is going to be needed. I think flattening out this hilltop and using it as a starting point. While I'm digging, I wanted to actually continue talking a little bit about the economy thing, because, again, I'm not going to put any force behind anything I say, but I do have a recommendation. It's something I haven't seen done very often. In one of the servers I've played on, one of my friends set up a chest, and in that chest, he put a sign next to the chest that said, ethically sourced iron. It was right next to his iron farm, where you could constantly hear the sounds of profit, as he would call it, the iron golems taking damage repeatedly. But he had a chest right next to it that said ethically sourced iron, and it was full of just raw iron. Like, it was the only way you could prove that the iron had actually been mined and not farmed, was that it was raw iron. But it gave me an idea, and that is that copper, iron, and gold, their raw versions are actually limited resources. You can't mine them indefinitely. Gold can serve as a currency if you use raw gold, and same for raw iron and raw copper. It would be cool to see copper, iron, and gold used as denominations for diamonds, like maybe 4 raw gold is equal to 1 diamond or something like that. I think this flat area is flattened enough. I could go one more layer down, but I really don't want to. I'm going to start building a little structure here. My idea for this as things progress is actually multiple layers of walls as things expand, so that the old walls don't get taken down, just new ones get built further out. But let me gather some resources and build myself a little house. An actual base that isn't the tower. That tower out there is going to be a secluded area that people go to read the books and put their books away for the future generations. It's a safe little holy site. My brain keeps comparing it to, if you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, Avatar Roku's island. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now and actually start tearing down a little bit of this forest to gather the wood and materials that I want, and I'll be back. Oh right, I forgot to mention. Hold on, one sec, I want to show you guys something. Thanks to the concerted effort of one viewer named Ruthlanis, thank you, we are in 1.21.11. I got access to the spear. I haven't seen a Nautilus yet, but maybe if I go back through the footage, I've seen one. I totally forgot to mention. Thanks, Ruthlanis. You put together the Husks Drop Sand data pack for me, because that was the one thing I was waiting on, was that mod. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. Anyway. Now I'm gonna start tearing down a forest. Let's go. Alright, so I mined until my axe broke. I think this is a pretty good start, and I also, in my chest, I have all of this cobbled deep slate that I think I'm going to turn into bricks and use as part of the structure of the house. So now that I've done all of my tree chopping, let's start building. So I ran out of deep slate. I'm going back into the big spooky mine to try and get some more deep slate. I'm trying to keep on me only what I need. Oh, I don't have Kevin. I can't go down there without a water bucket. But you can see over there on the horizon my progress so far on the build. Whoa, I knew this was here. I didn't notice that it went into a deep cave. Actually, that might be where I go instead of the big spooky hole. Actually, I don't need to bring Kevin because this one has water access already built in. Yeah, look at that. Whoa. Hello, friend. Now, I need a lot of deep slate, so I'm going to try to go all the way down to diamond level and strip mine for it. Basically, I'm gonna act like I'm strip mining for diamonds, but really what I care about is the deep slate. Might be a good time to start an iron farm because I've gone through a lot of axes. As a reminder, on this server we will have the villager trade rebalance installed, which means not only are librarian trades locked behind biome, but armorer trades are as well. You can't just trade for diamond armor straight out of the way. First of all, which armor you get is biome dependent. I believe like you get like helmet and leggings from Snow Village, and I'd have to look at the chart to know for sure. Well, not only that, but diamond armor actually costs diamonds, and like as part of the cost. It's cheaper. Like I think a diamond chestplate would cost like 4 diamonds, so it's cheaper than crafting it. But it's no longer just infinite diamond tools and weapons. You actually gotta have some diamonds first to utilize them. So I have a feeling that in the late game, way beyond when the server has tons of people in it, diamond stuff is going to be really rare and hard to come by. But I've got a little bit of diamond. I might be able to make some more use out of it in terms of tools by trading. Wow. I was about to say, oh, the lack of mobs is surprising. Well, that's terrifying. And there's a skeleton over there. Oh, this is an iron vein. Oh yeah, this is absolutely an iron vein. Yeah, there's the proof. Oh, come on, I was blocking. Oh, okay. Oh, that bow is enchanted. Okay, and I saw 2 baby zombies. We're out of here. We are out of here. We are gone. I saw those diamonds, but with a skeleton with an enchanted bow and 2 baby zombies after me? No way. Oh, okay. Nope, you get back. Oof, okay, we're out. That skeleton had I think piercing bow, I think is the enchantment, whichever one it is that lets you shoot through people's shields. That is unfair. Oh god, that was almost very bad. Alright guys, so here is my dastardly plan to get a full set of diamond armor with only 8 diamonds. Step 1. The Plains Village Armorer will sell you diamond boots with protection 1 for 16 emeralds and 2 diamonds. So I was going to buy 4 of those. So I'll have 4 diamond boots. The Taiga Armorer will trade 4 emeralds and a pair of diamond boots for a set of diamond leggings. 4 emeralds and a set of diamond leggings for a diamond chestplate, and 2 emeralds and a diamond chestplate for a diamond helmet. Hi Lenny, it's been a while. So it doesn't look like there is a blast furnace anywhere in here to get an armor. No worries, I can just place one down. And then I need to figure out how to get enough emeralds, because it's going to be 16 emeralds and 2 diamonds, so I'm going to need a stack of emeralds and 8 diamonds for these 4 pairs, just for the 4 pairs of boots. And then I'm going to need 10 emeralds and a taiga villager. to convert those into the full set. I have not found a taiga village. That is something that I'm going to need to go on a bit of an exploration trip for. But what I have found, if you didn't notice from my build montage, I found spruce. I found it over at that Stony Peaks mountain over there. So I'm thinking if there's going to be a taiga anywhere, it's probably going to be in this direction. I wanted to quickly address, I am using distant horizons, and the main reason is because that pale garden over there, seeing all of the stuff out here in the distance, I know Voxy looks a lot better when zooming in, like this. You don't see all of the LODs and stuff in the background. It doesn't look quite as weird. However, Voxy doesn't do the distant generation thing. I would have to use something like Chunky to pre-generate these chunks, and I don't really want to have to worry about doing that every time. So I'm just going to use distant horizons because it will actually load these distant chunks without me having to go there first. Let's see how good this microphone is at picking up cat. Say hi, George. I hope you can hear him. Now let's go see if we can convince one of the villagers. Ah! George! What you just saw was him pressing his head against my mouse hand, forcing me to turn. Who wants it? Looks like we have a taker. Hello, buddy. I'm gonna need to get 16 emeralds. Or sorry, 64 emeralds. Maybe a Fletcher is a good idea. If I remember correctly, the only changes that the villager trader balance does is with the armorer and the librarian. I don't think it's not work time at the moment. Oh, yes it is. Haha. Okay. 32 sticks for an emerald? Cool. Let's start gathering some sticks. Wait, Lenny? Lenny, are you the Fletcher? Lenny's our Fletcher. Let's go. Thank you, my friend. Hello. I need to level you up. I think the Fletcher might be our best source of emeralds at the moment, which is Lenny. Hello, armorer. Where's Lenny? There, I found him. Now let me finish trading for emerald. There we go. All right, and now our armorer. We're just gonna buy a bunch of iron boots off you. Hold on, I can get more emeralds from you. Whoa, shoot. Actually, rather than focusing on leveling this village up, I really do need to find a taiga village. So maybe it's time I go and actually hunt for one, for the sake of storage. Storage wall. Oh, actually, I finally made a saddle. So let's go and get that horse. And actually, in the new version that we have updated to, horses are able to go across water. Finally. First friend needs a name as well. I don't have a name tag for him either. Whoa! I need to be much more careful. Aha! Found you. Gotcha. Alright, I got my friend here. It is time to go a-riding. We go in search of a taiga. Not the fastest horse, not the best hops, but it is a horse. And, let's go. I can go across the water. I'm still gonna build a bridge though. Hold on, stop to pick the daisies. Excuse me, bee. Sorry, my horse is standing on your head. Well, I've got plenty of daisies. This is a flower forest. That means that right here is always going to be daisies. So if you're all looking for a place to grow daisies, it's that little spot right there, I guess. Next to this massive cavern that I'm not going to explore today. Okay, well, this looks like a swamp. Might be a good source of slimes. Is that a witch hut? No, it's a ruined portal. This might be a good entry point to the nether, actually. Because that other ruined portal I found was underwater. Let me see what we got here. Obsidian, flint. Is this actually just... Oh, this was not on my plans today. This was not what I was intending to do. Screw it. Okay, Soul Sand Valley. Actually, could grab some Soul Sand. You know, it might be a good idea to get... There were some gold boots in that chest. Just in case we run into any piglins. I don't see any structures or anything. That is a dried gas. Oh, man. Maybe if I can find a good stairway down. Ow. If I don't do that. I do want a little bit of nether brick for my, for a project I want to work on. I did get down here. Give me the baby. Okay, that's it. That's it. We don't need to be in here anymore. Just wanted a baby. Okay, we are out. Let's sleep. I'm gonna actually take my horse back. I'm also trying to keep an eye on my coordinates a little bit because I know that there will be a world border for Gen 2. It'll be 4,000. So I'm trying to keep my exploration within 1,000 blocks. I don't want to give myself cheats just to establish a world border, but you know, I may just do that, open it to land, turn cheats on, and give myself a world border, and that is it. I will not do that ever again. And even so, I'm not even sure if I want to do that. I don't have a lead for this horse, so I'm gonna have to put him in like a pen. Let me find some water to put this guy in. There we go. Actually, hold on. I know this is going to reset your growth time, my friend, but I need to test something. If I name you in an anvil before I plant you in the water, will you maintain your name? What should I name him? Let me sleep first. Let me sleep on it. Harold. Harold the Happy Guest. Now we wait for Harold to rehydrate. Actually, you know what? I've made the decision. I don't want to risk going outside the border, so I'm going to go ahead and do the thing. But I'm going to do it on camera. You guys can see. Open to land. Allow commands. Okay? Now, we're just going to do world border set 2000. Okay? Now, I'm going to save and quit. Load back in. Just gonna check. Yep. No permission. Cool. I will never do that again. I promise. What was... Wait, hold on. I accidentally pressed F6. What is this? What is this? How far is it gonna zoom in? That was weird. Okay. I will never, ever, 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 ever turn on cheats in this world again. And when I do that, it makes it seem like I'm not telling the truth. I am telling the truth. I do not want to cheat. I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally go beyond the world border that's set for myself. I know that's going to take about a day, so I'm going to go back to the tower, the library. Now I am worried that the tower is beyond 1,000 blocks out. It shouldn't be. Oh, I hope it's not, because that would be embarrassing. I'm looking at that Z coordinate going up and thinking, oh god, there's no way that's 300 blocks, right? Oh, it's going to be right on the edge, isn't it? Oh, it's right on the edge. Oh man, there's the world border right there. Oh, wow. I may have to rethink this. Because I know I did in episode 1 or 2 or something. I know I did go out there. I want to try to keep players close together, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, please. I mean, when Gen 2 joins, it's going to extend out another 1,000 blocks in every direction. So maybe it's fine. Let me check in on Harold's growth. I'ma just wait. Fast forward time. Hey guys. While we wait, I got myself ice cream. What's your guys' favorite flavor of ice cream? Tell me in the comments. Mine's a tie between chocolate chip cookie dough, which is what I'm eating right now, and white chocolate raspberry truffle. You know, my usual gaming friend group is doing a raid in Destiny 2 right now. They tried to get me to join them, but instead, here I am. Hey. Hello. Are you still Harold? No, seems you've lost your name. That's fine. I'll give you a name tag at some point, just like every other thing I want to give a name tag to at some point. Hey, I got more snowballs for you, Harold. Aha, that was fast. Alright, Harold, the Happy Guest. Let's go exploring. So, okay, W doesn't just go forward, it actually goes where I'm pointing. That's good to know. Oh, not what I want. Okay. Ah, that's why you can't use shift to go down, because shift is dismount. Got it. Okay, this one doesn't have a chest. Harold, I need you. Need you to come back down here, please. Thank you. Rebellious Habigast. Watch there just not be a taiga within the world border. Let alone a taiga village. Windswept forest, huh? I have never heard of that biome before in my life. I see another village, I think, over there. Just barely coming into view, but it looks like a plains village. We'll go check it out. And if I can kidnap some villagers over to that windswept forest. It is a spruce biome, so maybe they'll spawn as taiga villagers if I breed them. Greetings, I come in peace. Harold, don't wander off too far, okay? This kind of sounded like you said, "Okay." Harold, come back down. Gotcha. I think, unless we actually find a naturally generating taiga village, our best hope of getting our cheap diamond armor is going to be kidnapping a villager from this village and kidnapping 2 villagers from this village, moving them into the windswept forest nearby, and breeding them and hoping that the child is a taiga villager. Okay, so this cherry grove here kind of marks the far west border. The village kind of marks the far south border. The library island marks the north border. And the only place I haven't really super looked is east. Fun fact, I'm coming up on 6 hours of footage. This is by far the longest amount of footage I have ever put into one of these episodes. Honestly, you can blame George in real life for that. My cat who demanded attention, and I needed to leave to deal with him. My hopes of a taiga village are dissolving by the second. I think I'm going to return to base, actually. Oh, hello. I'm going to just, oh, this is going to be bad. Yep. Oh, I took art. Ah, okay. How can I deal with one of you at a time? I don't have a bow. Ah. Okay. Come on. Oh. Wow, that was... Okay. I'm gonna run out of healing dealing with these guys. Okay. Ah. Okay. That was terrifying. I don't think I have enough to fully heal from that. Let's see what I got in here. I got some gold, I got some apples. I don't have enough gold for a golden apple though. Harold, we're going back to the island. Hey, Harold, I need a lead. Harold, come down here, please. Harold, I need you to come down lower. If I died to fall damage just trying to mount Harold, that would be funny, but really anticlimactic. Wait, he's low. No, come back! Ah. Oh, okay. Wait, thunderstorm. Oh, wait. I have a lightning rod in there with the... Oh, I really need leads. I have a lightning rod in there. At least I should have a lightning rod in there. Fairly certain I do. I don't see it though. Okay, I feel like if I had a lightning rod in there, it would have gone off by now. Maybe just putting it there is enough? Let's go. Now, if I remember correctly, all I need to do is feed you a daisy, and then use a bowl, and I get the suspicious stew. Now, if I can get one of you guys back to the mainland, I will no longer need mushrooms to heal. I will just need daisies. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, so now what I need is string, which means I'm gonna need to go hunting for some spiders. Let me sleep this night and rain away. Harold, no, come on, come down. That's the wrong direction, Harold. There you go. Nope. Harold, are you gonna come up to me, maybe? Maybe I can just reach out and grab you? Or you can, now that I'm up here, you're gonna stay down there, because of course you are. Hey, Harold. Gotcha. Thanks, Harold. gather a couple more stacks of oak logs and finish the frame of the house. It's almost nighttime. I don't actually think I want to sleep through this one. I want to try and get a lead, which means I need to kill spiders. Okay, I'm out of daisies. I don't need string that bad. Wait, spiders survive in the daylight. Everything else should burn, but the spiders should be fine. 6 string. That is enough for 2 leads. Perfect. Harold, I'm gonna have to tie you down. He doesn't want to be tied down. Strong, independent guest. Harold, I need you to come lower. Gotcha. My little balloon boy. Alright, I'm gonna finish up the roof here on this building, because this video is supposed to come out tomorrow. I have procrastinated this one way longer than I should have. No. Harold. I am going to utilize Harold to help me build. I'm actually going to time-lapse this. Enjoy. Okay, there's the frame. So I'm going to be putting a roof, I think deep slate tile. I'm going to have to go back down into the mines and get some more deep slate, but I don't feel comfortable doing that until I have more heals. And also a second, maybe a second little slanted roof. Huh. Oh boy, that I would have been so angry if that had ruined my house. I got so lucky that I ran away like that. Anyway, I will get the roof done over next episode and get the rest of the floor. There's going to be a second story. That's where my actual bedroom's going to be, and then an A-frame roof. I think it's going to look all right. I need to, next episode, go back over to the Mushroom Island and kidnap a brown cow, bring him over here, find a good place to keep him. And I think I also should probably set up an Oxeye Daisy farm, or a flower farm of some kind of automatic way to get my heals figured out, because I keep running out. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to UHC Lineages. My name is Ilo. I have some work to do this episode. But before we get to that, I do want to give a quick apology for the month-long delay between episodes. A lot has happened in my personal life that I don't really want to get into here. This project doesn't just belong to me. It belongs to the community. It belongs to every person that will come after me to shape this world. So I've got a checklist of things I want to get done before I die. But to start with, we gotta get this building done. And I don't have any resources or any idea what I want to do for the roof, to be honest with you. So I'm thinking of doing something that isn't deep slate and isn't wood for the roof. Also, for those of you who are, avid Minecraft YouTube watchers and play a lot of the game, I am sorry that my playstyle is just a little bit slow. We're 5 episodes in, and I don't even have an iron farm. It's just kind of how I like to play the game. I like to take things slow and not rush to the end. So apologies, but you're gonna have to put up with that. Actually, exploring that flower forest by the village could be a good choice. Seeing if any of the spots there that don't currently have flowers growing in them are marked as Oxeye Daisy spots. So let me bring my composter with me, and we're gonna see if there's a close by infinite source of daisies. It doesn't look like we're getting lucky here, but there was another flower forest off to the east. So I'm going to head back out that way, and I know I encountered Oxeye Daisies in that flower forest. So I will just kind of head over there to harvest them. I need to build a bridge across this. I want a bridge that goes over here, leading to the village, and another one over there that's going to lead toward the spawn point I want to try to build. One of my objectives for this series before I do die is to get a little spawn platform set up. You see it right to the left of my crosshair, left of his ear? That right there? That might be our spot. Boy, it is a small spot, but we test. Nope. Just a singular oxide daisy in the middle of the pink. Alright, we keep looking. Unfortunately, I found a spot in this flower forest that had oxide daisies in it. I harvested them all and then I did not mark it in any way. There's gotta be more than one little spot with oxide daisies in it in this massive flower forest, right? Surely. Oh, wait, I see a couple. See if I can get down there without my horse taking damage. Aha! Perfecto. Okay, wait, before I harvest all these, real quick, I'm gonna just put down a sign, both for myself and for posterity. Oxide daisies grow here. Oh my god. Well, we confirmed that oxide daisies do in fact grow here. I mean, 7 is a good amount, but I do want more. So I haven't quite said this, I don't think, on camera yet, but I did make a candle because what I want to do is I want to build like a circular platform for people to spawn in on, like a flat circle with a design in it, maybe like a hardcore heart, and then surround that platform with candles of different colors. We'll light a candle for each who has fallen, and we'll color code it to match what their color was on the server. So at this point, I want to make 4 candles. I want to make a red one, a green one, and a blue one that are going to sit there and not be lit. They're going to represent the next generation. And a blank one. I'm not sure if I should pre-light that candle, or if I should leave that honor to the first to come after. I think I am just going to leave mine unlit and put the others in like a chest or something nearby. I put the sign in a bad spot because this is where it like starts. But the real midpoint is like around here where these trees were, it looked like, because there was some more... Why does it have to be on a hill? If it was flat, I could get way more out of a single bone meal. Let me do a little bit of flattening. Bone meal right here. Like, I can't bone meal dirt? Are you kidding me? Alright. Well, while I wait, I guess. I now officially have more oxide daisies than I have mushrooms to make stew with, so I think that's a good point to stop this. I'll leave the composter there for future to use, and now I need to find my horse. He shouldn't have wandered too far, I don't think. If he wandered anywhere, I think he wandered this way. Shoot. Have I lost my horse? Let's go higher up the mountain, get a better vantage point. Where in the world could that horse have gone? Ow. That was dumb. Okay, well, there is a horse lost in this flower forest. I suppose someone will have to find it, because I apparently cannot. Man, that was my first friend horse, too. He just abandoned me. If anyone finds first friend, bring him home. But now I have goals, I have objectives, and we're gonna get those done. I'll organize this later, he says, knowing his death looms on the horizon. Oh, chicken jockey! Alright, we're leaving. I made the joke. Let's see if I can get the music disc. Hold on. Ah, got it. Da 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 da. Important. This may not be enough. I am now realizing. Let's see what we can get done. Hello, Harold. Oh man, seeing that empty pen, I gotta go find my first friend. Nope, Harold, I'm gonna need you to come closer. Alright, cool. Time-lapse time. I need to actually do that. Alright, see you guys in a bit. After I ran out of resources to finish the roof of my house, I pivoted to a different project, one I think the future generations will appreciate a little bit more. Alright, so the start is I'm going to center a hardcore heart on the ground. I'm going to use andesite for the main body of the heart, and another brick. That's perfect, that's exactly how much I need. For like the angry eyebrows part of the hardcore heart. This one is going to be a pixel perfect reproduction of the hardcore heart. So I am going to count pixels to make sure I've got the right thing. I know exactly the place I want to put this. There's this little valley right here. And then be a path leading out. But this little flat circular area here I think is going to be perfect for it. This feels like the middle. I have to get the candles, but I don't have a source of green dye yet, unless Mr. Wandy T just kind of appears. Oh, hello! Hold on, why are you up there, my friend? Oh, okay. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Hello. Do you have what I need? Pink dye. Pale moss. Man, you don't. So what I'm looking for is either a cactus or green dye, and you have neither. Sorry. Well, I guess we keep waiting. Oh, right. Actually, making this kind of heart-shaped is kind of cool. Oops, nope. Totally accidental, but... There we go. It's heart-shaped. Same exact shape as the hardcore heart. Maybe I could do something with the, these. So this one right here is going to be separate from the rest. I'll put it here. It's in the middle. It's going to be separate from the rest and is going to represent myself. I'm going to leave it to the others to light it. As long as I live, it shall not be lit. I think I'm going to do red, green, blue, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And so, with the 9 colors that we are working with, right, we're going to have red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, light blue, blue, purple, magenta. Magenta, red, and orange will be over here. I have orange dye. Maybe I should make the rest of these candles. Except for, obviously, I cannot make green. Honestly, for this one, I'm not sure if I want to use green or lime. I want to see what both of them look like and go from there. I think green might be too dark, so I'm going to go with lime. We're going to have a lime candle here, a cyan one here. I can't do either of those. Light blue, I think I can make. Right now, with what I have in my inventory, I can make an orange candle. I don't know whether I should have one here already for them. Like, having them present kind of feels like they're alive. I should have like a barrel chest or something over here with the other candle colors that are not in use yet. Oh, hello. I see you there. Give me just a moment. I'll deal with you in a moment. Man, that is terrifying. Let's address the pillager in the room. Okay. So I've got enough to make 6 healing stews. That is all the healing I get. I don't think I saw the guy with the banner on his head die. I didn't kill the captain, I don't think. But I don't see the captain anywhere. So I'm gonna just stay on high alert. Oh, 2 of them. Okay. Enchanted bows. And then after this, I need to focus on healing myself because that pillager fight took a lot out of me. Yeah, now we are just missing green and cyan, both of which require cactus green. Now is as good a time as any to leash a boat to the Happy Ghast and go get a brown cow and bring it home. But before I do that, I think I need some snow. Checking the rafters for the wandering trader because apparently he likes to spawn up there. And then we pumpkin. I'm gonna leash the boat. Whoop, not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. If I just fly away and make that lead break, it'll just, yep, it just pops into my inventory. Awesome. Like if I just come in close enough with the boat, can I just scoop them up? There are babies too. Oh, wait. Oh, it did work. I just scooped them up. Mushroom gets milked suspiciously. That is crazy. Hey, Harold, snowball. And now I have 2 mushrooms. I want to get the boat inside. Nope. How do I break this lead? Ah! Sorry, Harold. Harold. Nope. No, Harold. But no. Harold, buddy. No. There we go. There you go. I can't believe that the actual subtitle for that is Mushroom Gets Milked Suspiciously. That is wild. Oh, I'm not going out there with my diamonds on me. I mean, if I die, then I guess it would just make getting my diamonds back harder for the next guy. So I'm still kind of treating this like it's a regular world in the fact that I'm not just gonna go out carrying all of my expensive stuff and dying in the wilderness. Even though it is hardcore and I'm not gonna have to worry about going and getting back, somebody is gonna have to worry about going and getting it back. I'm going to just have to hope for Wandy T to arrive and bring with him a gift of either sea pickle or cactus. If he brings just green dye, I can't duplicate that. I will buy it, but I won't be happy about it. I'm going to call it for the day here. I really need to find a wandering trader, but I don't want to just sit and wait for a wandering trader to spawn, Because, man, what if they spawn outside? How will I even know? What if they spawn in here? That last guy was in the rafters. I'm like checking the wiki to see if there's any way other than the Wandering Trader that I can get cactus without a desert, and the answer is no. I think I'm done for the day. I'm going to keep playing, I'm going to keep recording, and we'll see how it goes. Hello everyone! Welcome back to UHC Lineages. I'm over here at the spawn platform because I just finished putting together a long connecting path leading from the spawn platform over here, down this hill, past my first crafting table in the entrance to that big spooky cave. I have been working on this path. That way goes to the village. There's Lenny's house. That way goes to the spawn platform. This way goes to my little plains town that I'm trying to set up. And I've built a couple of other things. I've put a water feature in right here with a little path that leads up to it. I find it pretty nice, as well as a couple of branching paths. The actual area around here, hold on, let me go into FreeCam to show you. There are a couple of branching pathways here. The point of this is to kind of mark out where some buildings might go, as well as a second bridge that will lead to the village. But my objective for this episode is, first and foremost, I gotta get this roof done. And for that, we're going back into the mines. And, well, I don't exactly feel the most geared to go into the mines wearing all iron armor, and I've got just enough diamonds here that I think I can actually make myself a full set. I've been holding off on doing that because I kind of like the slightly higher risk, but I think it's time that we lock in and do what we can to get this roof done, and that means surviving down there. So let me get a full set of diamond armor crafted up and on my person. Also, yeah, if you've been wondering why my levels have been changing between episodes and going down, it's because I try my best to name almost everything. Sometimes I forget. Like this diamond shovel, it's about to break. I'm not going to spend the time to name it right now, but I do try to name all of my tools and armor, so that's why you may see my my level drop between episodes. But anyway, we are in full diamond now. And as soon as I can get an armor stand set up, I will head down into the mines. I think it's time that we go down into the mines and go hunting for some tuff. And I think we're going to return to this that I have affectionately called the Big Scary Mine. It might deserve a better name, but I am not good at naming things. You can tell by the archive library tower thing that I still haven't named. I'm good at naming creatures like Harold and Lenny and other like named characters. I think someone else is going to have to be in charge of naming things. Okay, so before I got 3 stacks and called that enough. I think I'm going to go for 8 stacks this time. Another thing I want to try to get some of while I'm down here is I need more redstone. What I want to build is I want to build a bunch of like lamps, street lamps, along the path I just made, and I want to hook them up to daylight sensors so they turn on in the night. So I'm going to need redstone for that, as well as quartz, I think, for the daylight sensor. I've decided to turn on colored lighting, just because I think it looks really cool. Ow. Ow. Okay. I think... Okay, that's enough. Ow. We got ourselves 8 stacks of tuff. That should be more than enough. That was a rhyme, but it was unintentional. I'm going to go put this by the house, but I'm also actually going to go take Harold out for a ride, I think, after I put all this stuff away, because 1, I need more oxide daisies, and 2, special thanks to Techhead Fred for this. He made me aware that there is one other potential source for cactus, and that is the pot in the bottom of an igloo. Now, I don't know if I have an igloo. I don't remember seeing one, but we're gonna go look. That's actually scared me. I totally forgot that was here. Oh, did my Did my snow golem die? Do I need to name tag him to keep him around? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, actually, I do have some snowballs. I have Kevin. I've been taking around a water bucket with me. I haven't been bringing Kevin. Kevin deserves to live somewhere nice that isn't just stuck in a bucket in a chest. Okay, off we go. And maybe from the sky I can spot where our first friend went. I don't think horses with saddles on them can despawn. I am eagerly awaiting the update to 26.1 just so I can craft name tags. 4 oxide daisies in a line. Wait, what? What is this? What is this that I have spotted? The Holy Grail? Hold on, this deserves another sign. First friend! What are you doing all the way up there? Now to get both of you back. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna airlift a horse back home real quick. Oh, this looks so silly. If this breaks, we are in trouble. Now that First Friend's back, I think we can actually utilize First Friend to do our igloo search. I think it will be a little bit faster than flying around with Harold. I didn't even know that village was there. How did I miss that village? This is a pretty little plains village. Hunt through the world for a biome that I don't believe is here. Oh, that's a cool cave. Next generation will have fun exploring that. Ooh, bamboo. That's a good thing to have. All of that is not mine. It belongs to the future. But man, this sunset. This island in the middle of this lake. Wow, there is such amazing areas around here for people to build. I can't wait to see what more talented builders than myself manage to do with this world, because oh, there's so many beautiful areas to build that I just cannot take advantage of, because I am just not skilled enough as a builder. Good to have you home, First Friend. That is annoying, but understandable. I need to make sure I have enough emeralds on me, so that way, just in case wandering traders spawn in my rafters again, I got 7 emeralds. That should be enough. Alright, time to get started.
Open your eyes.
I knew I was getting too comfortable with that. Ow. Okay, it has become very clear that even 8 stacks of tuff was not enough to finish this roof. I'm gonna have to go down, I think, and get another 8 stacks at this point. But I have made good progress. I've still got a little bit left. I accidentally made a bunch of tuff slabs, even though I haven't used slabs in this build once. So I've just been doubling them up to turn them back into blocks. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna go back inside and log off, and hopefully they won't be here when I log back in tomorrow. Alright, goodbye. PTSD. Okay, so, since I have run out of tuff again, 8 stacks, 8 more stacks went into this roof and it's still not done. I'm going to pivot to a different project. Oh right, I forgot about you guys. We're gonna ignore you. I want to get the street lamps up with the daylight sensors. And for the daylight sensors, we need nether quartz. So, a quick trip to the nether. There's a ruined portal right over here that I could use. I don't think I can complete it with what I have on me, but I can always find out. It's much closer than the other one. Maybe I can complete it. I only need 2 pieces. Oh wait, I can break the corners. Okay, and we go papa, and then realize I don't have a flint and steel on me, so I have to go back. I don't know if you can hear my cat screaming in the background, but he's being very vocal today. Somewhere over here I've got a flint and steel, right? I have a flint and a steel, so I can just make one. Awesome. Is there a way to get cactus from the nether? Like, it's not in piglin bartering trades or anything, is it? Oh, piglins! I need to bring some gold with me. Well, we'll use the 5 we got here to make a crown. I almost want this item in particular to be an extremely valuable item later. I don't want to lose it. I want to enchant it. I want to see what I can get on this thing, as this is the one and only Crown of the King. Looks good on me. I'm so glad that I have absolutely no one to challenge me for it. There obviously won't be any kind of fighting over this in the future. Absolutely not. No way. No way. Nuh-uh. It's not going to happen. Oh, what's that? You want me to actually, like, establish a clear line of succession so that way there isn't fighting over this? I'll figure it out. I've been desensitized to the cries of ghasts because of Harold. Now all of the ghast cries I'm hearing are hostile. I think that skeleton right there, I think that's Harold's mother. That ghast, I'm so lucky that ghast is leaving me alone. Oh yeah, this ghast is gonna shoot at me now. 100%. Yep. Whoa! A little bit of lag. Oh, I hit that towards my... I don't have any range. Let's go! Okay, let's see if I can get down there and grab this stuff. This feels very familiar. I feel like I've been here before. This is probably exactly the same place that I, Oh! It is! It's literally the exact same place. Hold on. I'm gonna just, do that. Excuse me. Ah! I have no idea where that came from. Ah! I don't know where I'm being shot from. Oh, there you are. I was trying to go above me. Oh, you... Okay. Okay, back to full. There it is. Let's go. Oh, hello. Hey, Okay. Oh, God, again. Oh, hey, fight each other. Alright. I don't think a lot of this was useful, except for that soul speed enchantment. I'll take that. Thank you. Putting that on my boots as soon as we get home. That fireball redirect that almost hit my own portal, I am so glad I missed. Oh, that's a lot of skeletons. I have arrows, but I don't have a bow. I used to have a crossbow, but I think I put it away. Oh, he just walked through. I think I'm going to have to deal with those guys in order to get home. Okay, he fell. I'm gonna just, Oh, there's gonna be a guy on the other side of this, isn't there? Oh, please lag, don't screw me over. Oh, please. Ha! Whoa! Okay, there's 2 of them. Okay, running. Okay, one thing I absolutely 100% want to do is this. But I think my objective has changed. Now I've got gear that I want to last. So I think I want to try to put a little bit of effort into keeping some of this stuff alive. past my death. The King's Crown in particular deserves unbreaking, mending. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get mending. I mean, I guess I could. There is a swamp in the world border. I could start trying to move some villages over there. Man, that sounds like a lot of work, though. And honestly, I want to leave some stuff for future generations to work on. One thing I do know for sure that I want to work towards, there's a bunch of daylight sensors, right? That needs glass. That needs sand. I've got a big beach. I do have the Husks Drop Sand data pack, but there isn't a desert. I don't think there's anywhere in my world border where husks can actually spawn. So I am going to, unfortunately, have to destroy this beach. And some heavy technical YouTuber on this series in the future will have to work towards making a dedicated farm for stuff. But at least I've got this massive beach. I'm actually going to switch here. Small little, I guess, I don't know if it's a little known fact, but it's something that I learned fairly recently, is if you combine two items in your crafting grid to repair them, the resulting item actually has a little bit more durability than the sum of the other two. It's very small, but it is something. You can, technically, if you have two shovels, like I do right now, if I weaken this one, when I merge them together, I'll get a shovel with more uses in it than I would have otherwise just letting one break completely. So that's why I'm putting my little guy away. Hey, yo. That's why I'm putting my heavily used shovel away. Somehow that still sounds like a euphemism. So first and foremost, here we go. Okay, this is way longer than I thought it was gonna be! Oh wow, this is epic though. I love it. Is it done finally? I was going to... Okay. That lasted way longer than I thought it would. I was going to include like the entire... I might still include the entire dance session, but my fingers started to hurt after a little bit, and I was like, oh god, it has a whole nother section. It got nighttime while we were listening to that. I can't... Oh, holy sh... Oh, that was... Oh my god, what the... Was that the disc? The music disc? Cursed. Cursed. It must have, like, finished playing while I was writing in the book, and as soon as I closed the book, it like, played all of the sounds at once. Oh, I hated that. Oh, that actually gave me a heart attack. Cursed disc. Oh, it needs glowstone. Oh, I don't think I have any of that. I might need to go back to the nether. I want to enchant the heck out of this thing. I want to make it as good of a golden helmet as a golden helmet can be. I want to put an armor trim on it. And also, it deserves an amazing one. Like, it deserves silence or something. And it deserves silence with, like, netherite. I've got a bunch of oxide daisies now. I'm kind of running low on mushrooms, so another trip to the island for that. Wait, no, not that kind of island! Okay, before I start working on the lamps, I am actually going to work on something a little bit different. Over here by the spawn area, I have written a little book for new players. And what I want to do is, on each of these pedestals, first of all, only 4 candles can fit, which is going to be fine for a while, but they're going to need to be expanded. I'm going to let the future deal with figuring that part out. I want to put a little lectern with a written book and quill, right in front of each one, so that way the names of those who have passed can be written down. Mostly for future, like if somebody has 3 descendants, and let's say their color was blue, and all 3 of their descendants get on and they look and there's like 4 blue candles, and they're like, wait, has ours already been placed? And all 3 of them are like plunk, and now there's 7. I want to avoid that, so I'm going to add a written book here to keep track of the names of people who are already immortalized in candle form. I want to address, I've had a couple of comments going back and forth on whether when a person is alive, their candle should be lit or snuffed. And I think what I'm leaning towards is, because of the way that candles like clump, because I don't think you can... Hold on, let me text them. You can't combine multiple different colors of candles together. And they only stack up to 4, and when they do stack, you either light the whole group or snuff the whole group. For that reason, I'm leaning towards having the candles just not be present until a player shows up to place it down and light it. And then as more candles are added, like they'll be automatically lit if they're added to a candle that is lit. I hope that makes sense, because someone recommended having a candle be lit when they're alive and having someone come and snuff it out for them if they die, to represent them having passed on. But I do like the idea of having the candles representing those who have already passed on be here and be lit, like they're always here. Feels more respectful. So I think I'm going more towards just having the candles not be present. Until, let's say, I have mine here, mostly because I know this is where I want mine to go, and mine is a little bit different than all of the others because I don't have a color, but, like, when my red descendant dies, their descendant will spawn here, read the book, come over here and grab the candle, place it, and light it to represent their ancestor who has passed. And then future red candles, when they're added to that one that's there that's already lit, will just automatically be lit. And then when we go over 4, we're going to have to expand the platform a little bit. That is going to be in the distant future, though. So right now, 4 is probably going to be enough. We will see. I give basically anyone free reign to redesign this area as needed, and if you need me to, I can log back on and set the world spawn somewhere different. But what I want to get done is I want to get little lecterns with books and quills on them in front of each one of these. For that, I need 9 books and quills and 9 lecterns, and each lectern needs a bookshelf, which means I'm going to need a lot of books. I'm going to need a lot of leather. So it might be a good idea to get a cow farm going. Suddenly I'm swarmed with different projects I want to work on at the same time. I think I'm going to focus for now on the street lamps. And for that I need a lot of glowstone, which means I need to go back to the nether, which means I need... Oh, I've got all of these oxide daisies. I'm going to put the crown back on. I do intend to hide this somewhere, but for now it is a convenient piglin deterrent, and I'm just going to have to hope I don't die before I can hide it. So I was going into the nether for glowstone. Glowstone is my primary desire. However, I also want netherite. And honestly, the only reason I want netherite is because I want this crown to be trimmed and blinged out as a unique item. And I was messing around in a creative world. First of all, my golden helmet looks like a crown because of a resource pack. I'm using vanilla tweaks. But also, I messed around in a creative world with which trims look best with the crown texture. And I come to the conclusion... Jeez, my cat just started sneezing very, very rapid fire in the corner. I've come to the conclusion that the one that comes in shipwrecks, I can't remember what it's called, that armor trim is the one I want to use. It just looks the best with the crown texture. It kind of creates like a band around the crown. I only really need 1 ingot of netherite for what I'm trying to do, but I still feel like if I do that now, I'm being excessively greedy. You know what? Let's be greedy. Let's be greedy. I'm probably going to regret this. I just realized my shaders weren't on for that entire thing. Oh, whoa, I was blocking. What? That was strange. Oh, I think it's the soul speed. I got confused by the soul speed. That's why I was, like, having trouble understanding why I was missing and why I wasn't able to block. I forgot I had soul speed on these boots now. I'm not going to bed mine or anything with explosives. I'm just going to try my best not to get swallowed by lava. Also, as I'm recording this, 26.1 just came out. It came out like yesterday. I debated for a bit whether I wanted to wait to continue recording until I could update the world, because I do want 26.1. There's one piece. I'll grab that. I do want to upgrade the world to 26.1 because I want name tags. I want to be able to craft name tags without having to grind up a, I think it's a cartographer? No, it's a librarian. It's a librarian that gives you name tags. Some of my mods that I'm running, like Distant Horizons, isn't gonna update to 26.1 for a while, so I think sticking with what I've got for now is going to be the best choice. Also, Flashback hasn't updated yet, which is, you know, just in case. I don't think I'm planning on... Whoa, yep, told you I would panic when I saw that. Let's, I shouldn't have broken that so quickly. Let's switch to... Ah! Dang it. Oh, come on, please. Please. Stop burning. Stop burning. Stop burning. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Guys. Oh! I think I'm gonna go back to the overworld now. I have one piece of ancient debris. That's not nearly enough to put the band around my... Oh man. I can't speak right now. I'm too shaken by what just occurred. Okay. Yep, we're going back home. You know what? I'm just gonna leave instructions for someone else to decorate. Hello. That's not terrifying at all. Of course, I take more damage just because it's. Oh, and there's another one right by the portal. He's on the bridge. Maybe I can bait him off the bridge and like. Oh, ow. Okay. We're going home. Ah! Why? What did I do? The world is punishing me for my greed. Alright, I'm gonna take a break from doing anything dangerous for a bit. I'm just gonna work on the design for the lamps. Oh yeah, right. I need to put that one piece of ancient debris that I nearly died for away. And I think in the meantime, before someone can fully complete the crown, I am going to try and hunt for shipwrecks and get that trim. Because I think I do have... No, I don't. Sorry, in my testing world, I think I spawned in a armor trim, and I forgot that that was not in real life. Real life. What am I talking about?
What are you talking about?
I am one of the clumsiest people in the entire Minecraft YouTube space, apparently. It is a shock to me that I have made it 6 episodes. Something wrong with the way this is connected. I don't... Maybe like that? No. I think I'm gonna go a bit simpler with this, honestly. Just a basic little lamp, right? Doesn't have to be anything ridiculously complicated. Someone else can make it better in the future. My job is not to make this world pretty, it is to make this world survivable. But I do like pretty. So I think that's all I'm going to be able to get done for now in terms of that. My next thing on my to-do list, I'm going to go and get the armor trim that comes from shipwrecks. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called waves or something. I don't know. Okay, I guess decorating the crown is something that a future generation is going to have to do, because I can't find a trim, nor can I get the netherite I want to actually make it look good. That is unfortunate. Someone will trim the crown. But I think the rest of this episode is going to be me finishing up my house. Now it is time for me to go into the mines and get some more tuff. And I'm gonna fill my entire inventory with the stuff and make sure that I finish this roof. Okay, well, I mined tough until my pickaxe broke, but I don't have any wood to make a new one, so it was kind of an oversight. And you know what, I'm gonna start bringing Kevin with me as my water bucket clutch, but also just a companion. Now it's time to get back to building. Let's start that time lapse now. Alright, it's finally done. The actual roof is in place. So let's actually take a look at it from the exterior. I used walls here for a little bit of extra depth. The overhang, I like the way this came out, to be honest. This side, I could probably make this slope a bit less awful, actually. Yeah, I need to fix that. But in general, I think it came out pretty good. Now all that's really left to do is to fill the inside here and to complete all of the lanterns around the Citadel and maybe get to work on some of the buildings that are going to go around here. Oh, also, I wanted to point this out because I think it's hilarious. You see all of the sheep up here on this mountain? I don't know if any of you have seen that one video that goes into mob pathfinding AI and how they love congregating at the top of large mounds of dirt. I'm pretty sure this world is accidentally proof positive of that. I like this mountain. I want to use it for something, but I don't know what yet. But anyway, look, we've got our building done. I need to make some adjustments to the roof because it looks pretty bad now that I'm looking at it on that side. I do hate that in order to get green dye, I need to just basically wait for the Wandering Trader to just decide to show up. And then once he shows up, I just have to kind of hope he has the dye. I genuinely do hope that for Gen 2, when the border expands, that it will be large enough for there to be some kind of cactus within the border. All I know is that there isn't a Badlands or Mesa or whatever the biome is called. There isn't a desert, there isn't a igloo, or any other source of cactus within my world border. I'm just hoping that one of those things exists outside the world border for the next generation. But for the most part here, I think I just want to get the lanterns done, and that might be the end of my to-do list. What do I do then? Anyway, before we get to that existential crisis, maybe a window would be a good idea. Did I not? Okay. Up. I'm going to put in a couple windows and then a couple more daylight sensors, I think. Maybe get a bunch of wool and start designing the central area here. This was kind of something I wanted to leave for future generations, was building out the rest of this city, deciding where exactly the borders are and, all of that. There are a couple of things I want to get to leave behind, but they're going to be very dangerous and I'm very nervous about going to get them. There's a couple of things I want to leave behind are an enchanted golden apple and a totem of undying. And I know that my chances of surviving a raid are slim at best. And I don't want to leave a raid unfinished. I don't want Lenny to die. So I definitely wouldn't start the raid at this village. That's for sure. I did find another village out that way somewhere. I think it's behind these trees or just on the other side of this mountain. I could also go to the far north one, but I have a very, very good feeling that if I start a raid, this will be my last episode. And I find it very strange, this weird feeling I have where I want to have a totem, at least one, somewhere for people to use. But one of the biggest insecurities I have about this series is that people will think I am straight up copying UHC Generations, that this is a ripoff, that the multiplayer SMP factor is not enough of an iterative change to make this series its own separate thing. And the part of my brain that is telling me that people will think this is a ripoff is the same part of my brain that's telling me that if I go and die to a raid, that I'll look like I'm copying Flaming Moai even harder. That is a strange insecurity to have. I realize that, but it is there. So I think what I want to do is put some more lanterns around. And they just turned on. That's so cool. Maybe try to stretch it all the way to there. Put some windows in the house. And start work on the interior a little bit. Make a second floor and an attic. Yeah, okay, that works. Iron Trader still, huh? I am tempted to just kind of sit here and wait, but I also want to be productive. I want to get something done. Oh, wait. Wait, friend. Oh, I don't have. Friend, please. How long must I wait? I hate you. You are no longer a friend. So, I just signed my journal for this episode and put it away in the tower. First time since I got access to a journal that I'm moving without one. But I signed it, I put it away, because there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to die here. My objective is to get a totem. And I'm going to do that because I want the first player of the third generation to have a safety net. Because they're in a little bit of a weird situation. For those who haven't watched the mechanics breakdown of UHC Lineages, essentially, after I die, I will invite 3 people to be my Generation 2. And then after they die, Generation 3 will be made up of 6 players. Specifically, the first of Generation 2 to die will have 1 descendant, the second will have 2, and the third will have 3. Man, listening to this back, I did a terrible job of explaining exactly what my concerns were, so I'm going to give that another shot here. Essentially, we'll have my 3 descendants for Generation 2, and then as soon as one of them dies, they'll invite their descendant for Generation 3 to join. And because the first person in Generation 2 to die is only going to have 1 descendant, that'll just be 1 person. So we'll be in this state where we have 2 Gen 2 still alive and 1 Gen 3 all playing together. That 1 Gen 3 is in a really precarious situation, because starting in Gen 3, a new rule is introduced, where the first of each generation to die will have 0 descendants. So in order for this Gen 3 to have any descendants at all, they need to not only outlive one of their Generation 2 fellow players, they also need to outlive at least one of their descendants also. And if that doesn't happen, and that one member of Gen 3 ends up not being able to outlive both one of the other 2 members of Gen 2 and one of their descendants, then that first player in Generation 2 will have their entire bloodline die out right at the start, which is really anticlimactic in my opinion, not something I want to have happen if I can avoid it. I do want to keep the rule that says that the first of each generation to die, starting in Generation 3, will have 0 descendants, mostly because I want there to be a mechanism for a bloodline to completely die out. But I want that mechanism to be invoked in interesting and deliberate ways. I don't want it to be a random fluke that ends up reducing the diversity that's present on the server right at the beginning. I definitely want all 3 of these initial Generation 2 to have the opportunity to grow and expand their lineages, for lack of a better word. So for that reason, I am going to go out and get a totem, specifically for the use of that one first member of Generation 3, so that way, if they do die early, they have a safety net, and that safety net will not only protect them, but it will protect the entire bloodline of their ancestor from Generation 2. I don't expect to succeed in this endeavor, because, well, the last 2 times I've encountered pillagers haven't exactly gone the best. However, if I do, I will hide the totem somewhere and put the location in a book labeled Generation 3's Eyes Only. But because I don't expect to survive, I signed my journal early, put it in the tower, so it won't be on my body. I don't have any enchantments. I am ready to move on, because I think I've done everything that I want to get done in this world. I've got my house built. I've got the start of the citadel, the street lamps and everything. The spawn platform. I think I've set things up to give everyone who comes after me a fighting chance. It's time. Let's see how this goes. I am very sorry, my villager friends. Alright, here we go. Oh, of course, a Vindicator right after that. Okay. Okay, good start, good start. Oh, my heart is pounding. Ravager. I should have had range. I don't have any range. Evan, don't fail me. No! Of course. Of course. I die to messing up a water bucket clutch. Oh man. It's so stubborn. Are you kidding me? Oh, I knew I was going to die, but I didn't know it was going to be like that. I need a moment to process. Well, I went outside, took a walk, pet my cats. I went out here expecting not to come back, but I didn't expect to fail a water bucket clutch. I'm still a little in shock. My heart hasn't quite stopped pounding from the raid, that Ravager chasing me off the edge. I hope that Ravager despawns. I hope the raid isn't here when someone comes back to collect my body. But if it is, I'm sorry. You can see this horizon's my house over there. I died all the way up north at the world border. The village by the world border. Well, my world border. Your world border will be bigger than this. The village up north, right about Z-1000. I am simultaneously very disappointed in myself and excited for what comes next, because this series would have just stagnated and died if I had kept on for much longer. It's time for the future. Such is the nature of series like this. But I am so excited for what my three descendants will cook up. Lenny's village, the boats I always leave. I'm gonna miss this world, but this world is going to grow in such an interesting and fun way now that it can finally move past me and the limited abilities that I have. I'm so excited for what's coming in the future, and I know that my descendants will do well. For those who come after me, my wishes are simple. Find green dye for the candles, for the one of you that is green, and the future generations who are cyan. Finish the raid. Get the totem for the first of Generation 3. Get Kevin back. He's the only one of my friends I was able to name. By the time you start, the server will be in 26.1, so you'll have access to craftable name tags. So please name Harold. I've been just calling this horse First Friend. I don't know if that's his name or not. And name tag Lenny, our Fletcher. And tell amazing stories. That's what this server's here for. Build a beautiful world, finish the Citadel, just have fun. And I guess I'll see you guys in the first update video for the UHC Lineages SMP. Thank you so much for watching.